Now, many of you will know by now that Caffeine's China, it is the source that has been giving us with the kind of orders that NEO has been receiving on a weekly basis. I mean, with Caffeine's China, you will know that one of the things that made me really to focus also on the numbers or on the orders which they gave us is because I think somewhere somehow after they made deliveries they were sort of like accurate, which is what made me to want to also pay attention to the kind of information they are posting. So on a weekly basis they give us the kind of orders that each of the EV cars including NEO received for the previous week, which for last week Caffeine's China just released or wrote a post today indicating that NEO got 4,000 to 4,500 orders last week. Now you will know that one of the things that made NEO had 3,500 deliveries as per what we spoke of, or as per the post that was sort of like trending in the stories of social media yesterday. It is simply because production line adjustment for double shifts and also having NEO to produce the exhibition cars for their Onvo L60. I mean, we discussed this in detail last night on the video I dropped last night, where of course we also end up discussing the kind of cities that will be receiving their exhibition Onvo L60 cars starting from, of course, last week Saturday. So there are chances that the reason for the 3,400 insurance registration we received this week was because of the Onvo exhibition cars production and also the adjustment of the double shifts as per what we read. Now with that, Caffeine's China is indicating that last week NEO got around 4,000 to 4,500 orders, which then puts NEO to have a total of around 12,000 orders month to date, which is pretty good orders looking at the fact that NEO for the month of May they had a total of around 27,000 orders, which, like I said during that time when those orders for May were announced out after the last week's May orders were of course revealed by Caffeine's China, I did say chances are very high that half of those vehicles are still not delivered because it takes NEO an average of around 3 weeks for at least you to get your car after you have placed your order, which is for that reason I believe that some of the May orders are still to be delivered, which might be pretty exciting for NEO, especially if at least we can get NEO producing the kind of vehicles we saw them producing towards the end of May, or the kind of deliveries that NEO was delivering looking at the end of May. So we look forward, I look forward to next week. As I've said, I'm not going to put a prediction. I'm not going to come and say I think NEO is going to deliver or have this kind of insurance registration, because like I said, I've been disappointed in the past and I just decided that of course I will not be putting those figures, or I will not do predictions anymore, because yeah man, it just gets tiring when you're not getting the numbers right. So with that, I think these orders that NEO received of 4,000 to 5,000, which puts them to a total cumulative of 12,000 orders they've received so far in June. I think it's pretty good, pretty decent, pretty exciting, and this could simply mean that by the time we get to month end, we can easily see NEO sitting with total orders or total cumulative orders for the month of June of around 25,000. It's possible, because if they are sitting at just around 12,000 orders month to date, and we still got this week and the next week until we finish the month, it simply means that we can safely see NEO obviously getting some pretty good order as the month goes to the end, because usually towards month end you know that the orders come in numbers, as many people wants to get try to get their hands on new cars. So if the reasons we read about or I gave you last night from the post that was trending in the streets of social media is true, then next week we are to get pretty good insurance registrations, which will be so at least exciting to see NEO get insurance registrations of at least closer to their all-time high, which is the last which they produce on the last week of May, and that is the insurance registrations of around 6,700. It will be good to get a figure close to that in the last 2 weeks as NEO tries to cover for the insurance registrations they produced for 2 weeks, which were not so good. Otherwise, with all that, guys, just thought I'd just give you this quick updates. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the likes button, comment and subscribe, and once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least to get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. Before you buy new for the very first time, it is always good that you do your own DD so that at least you can be comfortable as you are investing onto this stock. Otherwise, today in the US it's a holiday, which is why we are not seeing the markets or any movement in the market. But otherwise, as for tomorrow, the markets, ladies and gents, will open and we'll see at least how NIO is trading for the day. Though our main focus is where we could see the NIO stock price in the next 5-10 years, because we are investing, or I'm investing onto this stock for the longer term, because I believe long term they will win. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.